Okay, so Ritika, the first question for you will be very conceptual. Can you differentiate media, mass media, and journalism for me?
Yes, sir. So journalism is a field where we have to express the news. It is not very creative field. We have to tell the incidents as it is. Journalism could be print or audio, but in mass media is a big umbrella term, and under which journalism comes. So in mass media, all the forms of media, be it television, be it radio, or social media, these all comes under the ambit of mass media. So, sir, I think that mass media is a bigger field under which journalism comes. So that is it.
And there was one single word also, media.
So media is a tool for dissemination or communication to the masses.
Okay. Okay, it was good. The only objectional point was you should not say that journalism doesn't have a
Yes,
scope
sir,
of
creative.
creativity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So actually, where do you want to go after this course? Like this course has multiple objective to.
Yes,
So
sir. Actually, my aim is to go to the filmmaking field. Uh, so the document. Basically, I want to work with videography and documentary.
okay. So why documentary? Why not feature film?
Sir, documentary, because I think that I have a bit of basic understanding of society, and I think that documentary represent the society in its elements. And sort of feature film, it is not that I would not like to work in that, but I think that my first, the reason of choosing this course is only that I want to be the voice of the masses and understand society and represent it. So that's why I would prefer documentary over feature film.
Okay. And when did you got this priority? Like you want to be a documentary filmmaker?
Sir, actually, the basic understanding of this was developed only when I started studying literature. So, sir, the thing is that I am someone whose life has been impacted by media. So, I believe, sir, that like mine, there are so many people out there who listen to media very carefully. So, I think that media should be providing good content to people so that they can rely upon it, they can listen to it, and they can then develop their own understanding. So that's why.
Okay. So have you tried to make any documentary
Sir, I have not,
till now?
sir, really tried to make any documentary, but sir, there was a paper, film studies, in my course. So for that, we made a short film, which was kind of documentary. So that was my only experience in this field. But sir, also there was a paper, literature and cinema. So sir, I think I already had inclination towards this, and then these two also enhance that.
Okay. So I'll give you an exercise right now.
Yes, sir.
You can take 30 seconds to think.
Yes, sir.
So you have one day and you have your smartphone.
Yes, sir.
If I'll tell you to make a documentary and in that one day, it could be 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute documentary also. You don't have to make a 30 minutes documentary only or a 1 hour documentary. So you can we can create a small short film also, short documentary film also. So what topic or what subject will you choose, and what would your strategy to shoot that? Uh, and after shooting, of course, the film like what do you say, the post production work you can done later. So just give
Yes.
me the idea and how will you shoot.
Okay, sir.
You have one day to create that.
Okay, sir. Sir, so currently I am living in Delhi, and also I'm living in the campus area, the university campus. So, sir, I think that I want to, if I've got one day, then I would like to show the lives of the youth in the Delhi University. And also, sir, I am choosing this topic because it is very real to me right now. I am experiencing that and I have insights to that. Also, sir, shooting it won't require any other setting. It is like in the natural setting, I'll be able to shoot the documentary. And sir, my idea would be to bring out that how people from different various backgrounds are here and how the idea of shared community is being implied here. Like, sir,
So
people
there
from,
is one
yeah.
objection. The
Yes,
the
sir.
objective that you have stated.
Yes, sir.
Won't it take much time in researching and writing the content, or because you will be having voiceovers also?
Yes, sir.
Will it be possible to think all these things and create a documentary which actually will reflect the life of DU student?
Sir, actually, the reason I chose this was that because I'm already the one who's experiencing that life. So I think that it will be easier for me to express my ideas because I have already an idea to that. I have already lived that life. So, sir, the thing is, and also, sir, here it is much easier to find diversity. Like even if I start shooting on the road, I'll get people from different backgrounds on my way. So, sir, I think that it is the most comfortable for it would be very comfortable for me to do that here.
Okay. So, uh, do you know Mike Pandey?
I know, sir.
So, what does he do?
So I don't know.
Acha, you don't know.
Yes.
So, do you know any documentary filmmaker from India?
So I'm forgetting the name, but recently I have watched this documentary, Kicking Balls, and also Longing. So I'm forgetting the name of the director. Um, um, so I am not able to recollect the
So,
name.
are they from India?
Yes, sir. And so they are recently nominated for and even awarded in the New York Film Festival, Indian Film Festival.
Okay. Generally we say that documentary have not reached its potential in
Yes, sir.
Indian circumstances. Can you tell me the reasons, and can you also tell me what are the prospects of documentary film in India ahead?
So it is only my opinion that documentary has still not reached its complete potential because I think so that first factor is that people are not like there are directors which are able to grasp the society in its elements and show us. But sir, people are not much interested in that particular field. Like if I get a chance, I would not me, but even if my friends get a chance, they would prefer watching a fictional film over documentary. So the thing is that I think that somehow even, and it is that the purpose of media is entertainment. So I think that people don't prefer it because I believe it is lacking that point. It is not. It is lacking entertainment. Or it is very educational. So uh, in India, I believe that with like most of our population is youth, and I think people are being getting educated about films and film studies much more than ever before. So sir, there's one particular element, if we try to add entertainment to that, then I think that also, sir, there's one more point I would like to add. So people usually in India especially mass prefer movies which have an emotional connect because that is how usually the movies attack our brains. So if these two elements are heightened in the documentary, then it has much more prospects in India.
Okay. What do you think that how because you understand about documentary, and probably you need a very small training of how videography, cinematography is done, and how post-production work is done. So why do you want to join for a complete 2-year course of media and culture rather than learning the required skills to be a documentary filmmaker?
So the thing is that currently I am pursuing my graduation in English. And so the thing is that my understanding of society is from a particular perspective of literature only. So although sir, I would say that literature in itself contains political science and philosophy, but sir, I still don't really understand society in the light of culture currently. Also, sir, there are post-production skills which I am really interested to learn. And so my third thing is so that I want to be part of this culture, this environment, so which this 2-year course will provide me where I can share ideas and where there is enough space to express my creativity. So, sir, that is my foremost reason for applying for this course.
Okay, nicely said. Anna, you could have added few more things like you still is very young, Anna, even
Yes,
by
sir.
the understanding of literature, Anna, is not making you a
Yes,
complete mature, or Anna, you still have to learn about culture, about society,
yes,
and
sir.
you want to do it in the similar peer group,
Yes,
like
sir.
that you
Yes,
said
sir.
actually.
Yes.
Uh, okay. So the next question for you, it again is like more of GK based. Uh, can you tell me like how the content consumption has been changed before COVID and after COVID? Matlab, like if I'll say what was the consumption habit of Indian youth before COVID and after COVID?
So from my observation, the
Huh.
first thing is so that I believe that there's a high rise in the usage of OTT platforms. So this is the first thing I've noticed. Now people, now even after the COVID restrictions have lifted, people don't prefer going to theaters now. They prefer watching movies on OTT. So I believe this is also kind of good. Although sir, it has increased the consumption of time, but sir, it is good because I think that OTT platforms are little less regulated and it has more diversity. Also, sir, I think that now they are spending a lot more time on social media like Instagram and Facebook, and I think there has been a rise in the creation of content by the youth. So now they are in COVID time started pursuing their interests. So I think that the social media right now is bubbling with a lot of new creative ideas, people showcasing their talent, or they have opened a new page, let it be for dance or food. So I think so that although in COVID times, the usage has increased, but I think it has several positive aspects to that.
And what about the negative aspects?
So negative aspects would be that, so first of all, that people are now, because of the high consumption, youth is facing mental health challenges such as depression, and they start comparing their life to others. So, sir, these are the negative aspects of social media in general, but COVID-19 has aggravated them.
Hmm. And one other negative aspect is there, like we have allowed, or not we have allowed, because now everybody has got the liberty to
Yes, sir. Yeah.
create
Yes,
content.
sir.
The content quality
Yes, sir.
is becoming mindless,
Yes, sir.
and youth are actually consuming it because they have nothing to do,
Yes, sir. Yes.
and because of the lack of classes, or they are not involved in regular study cycle, so they are actually using or consuming everything that is being produced. So
Yes.
bad quality content consumption will also have long lasting impact on their mind, and
Yes.
it will be eating the intellect of our
Yes, sir.
society. So you
Yes, sir.
can tell that also.
Yes.
Okay. So so Ritika, tell me what do you have right now with which you are assured that you will be doing good in your life with this course and dream?
It's about my quality.
Yeah.
So the very reason of choosing this course was that I'm a very social person. I like to interact with people. So that has made me very inclusive of ideas. I would like to hear stories of people around me, and then that gives me a new perspective. Every time I listen to someone else, it helps me to develop my own perspective. And so, secondly, so that I like to observe the world. So I would say that I have got an eye for detail. I would like to uh, check my surrounding and go on a walk alone. So, sir, I believe that these are the two qualities that will help me, and these are the two qualities with, that are reason for choosing this course.
Okay. So do you also like feature films? Like you do watch movies with respect to as a future movie maker, as a student, do you watch movies like you're watching it to learn, or do you watch movies just to get entertained like everybody else?
So sometimes I see movies like, for example, sir, recently I watched Bomkesh Pakshi. It was a detective film. So, sir, in that film, it was more that I was learning a lot from that film
Okay,
because,
the Wimpicos Bexy, which has been directed by Divakar Banerjee.
yes, sir.
Okay, so what did you learn from that, and
So
what is the very unique part of that movie?
Yes, sir. So that film was actually, it is a detective film. So, sir, I believe that the work of cinematography in a detective film is to create suspense. So that was very rightly done. The lightings were setting the mood very well. Like, so the light from the shaft were falling on the face of the people, and it was creating prison-like shadows, prison bars like shadow. And also, sir, the entire movie was in a dark scene, and it was of Calcutta of 1940s. So, sir, the scene, it was very real. It was created very, it was as if we are living in that time. So, sir, I really like the role of lighting in that film. It was
Okay,
light.
did you observe the background music of that movie was very modern, like
Yes, sir.
so why it was there? What kind of experiment this was like?
So this is completely my point of view, sir. I think so that it was so that it doesn't get lost in the past. The movie doesn't get lost in the past. It still gets its relevance from the present. So, sir, I think that to make it more appealing and to the audience, it was used.
Okay, chalo, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, sir.